So what is your opinion of the mainstream white image of Christ?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, I'll say the short answer is I would say my opinion of the mainstream white image of Christ is that it is historically inaccurate.
Mhm.
It is intellectually irresponsible, and I would say it is psychologically traumatizing. And lastly, I would say that it is theologically heretical. And I think that images
What's going on there?
yeah. I mean, I would say they need to be torn down. They need to be burned up. They need to be taken down with expediency. I think that the artistic image of a white Jesus is merely the visual aesthetic representation of what has been the single greatest obstacle to the spread of the gospel, or the Bisrat, as the East Africans called it, in the history of the church. That it is still the greatest obstacle to the Bisrat, the gospel, and it has always been for the last 1700 years. And I think it's just a visual representation of a myriad of ways, whether that's theological, whether it's architectural, whether it's liturgical, ecumenical, ecclesiastical, anthropological. There's so many, and that's an artistic example, but there's so many ways in which the Bisrat, the gospel, has been presented as a product of Western Eurocentric culture. And again, that is not only, again, psychologically traumatizing, and it's not only culturally oppressive, but again, it is theologically heretical. It is demonic, and it is the work of the enemy. And the church, the true church, or the Urpa, to use the Egyptian term, needs to boldly stand up and declare that Jesus, Yeshua, who incarnated and took on flesh in Palestine 2,000 years ago, was not a white Nordic-looking man, nor is the kingdom that he came to initiate coterminous with Western or white supremacy, and that needs to be boldly stated without apology or qualification.